All right, hello everyone. Finally, I made some time to record this video in a sunny Sunday evening. Yeah. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can deploy a Laravel application using VitoDeploy. It's very simple and straightforward. And let's go. So I already installed VitoDeploy on a server and opened it, and I used VitoDeploy to create my server, which is called this test server on Hetzner. Yeah, using this create and Hetzner and profile and all of this stuff. Yeah, so it's already installed, and I'm gonna show you how you can create your website here. So our website, I made a simple Laravel application using the bootstrapping, the Kickstarter of Laravel itself with Jetstream and all this stuff. And it has a login register and a dashboard. I put it on a private repository, so to see my Git source control here will also have access to it. And what else? What else? Yeah, that's it. So let's do it. My application will require a database. So let's first create a database. I'll call it hello, whatever. Yeah, hello. I will create a user for it. Hello user and password, simple password, and create. So this is one of the important parts. If you are creating the database and user separately, make sure you also link it. Yeah. So this user can have access to this database if it is linked. If it's not linked, it cannot have access. You can simply link and unlink here. Okay. So the database is ready. Let's go and create a website. Uh, I'll create a Laravel application on demo.vitodeploy.com, which I already pointed the subdomain or domain into my server's IP address. Okay, it is already done. I will select the PHP version and I will enter public here because Laravel application has the public folder as the web directory. That's really important. Some people might leave this empty as a root, then your Laravel application will not work correctly. So make sure you have this as public. If you have changed this when you in your application, that's where you need to also change it here. But by default, it's public anyway. I will select my source control, which I connected, um, and the repository URL. And it's not a URL, it's just your username and your repository name on GitHub, which is this one in my case. And my branch is main, and I will install also Composer. Composer install -dev. It runs by default. You can run another thing in the you can script run in this and put this into your deployment script and run it there. Yeah. So create. It should not take long. So maybe a few seconds and this will be done. Yes. It created the virtual host, cloning the repository now. And running Composer installed, and shortly it will be done. Just be hopeful. Yep, that's done. So I'll open this in the browser. All right, so we have 500 euro, of course, because we don't have the environment variable yet, right? So I already copied my .env file into my clipboard, so I will go through. So in manage, you will hit that env file, you enter the env file, and let's modify this. So I will put this as production environment, and I'm not gonna debug it for now. And we'll change this to demo.youtube.com, and let's go to the database section. So the database is in my local host, and this will be hello, and the credentials we just created, hello user and password. So this should work. Not much stuff we need to do, and we'll save it. All right, it's saved. You see, after save, it's being loaded, so we know that the env is coming from the server, of course. Now it's a time to create the deployment script. And in the meanwhile, if I open the website, we'll see another 500 error because maybe it's not able to connect to the database yet, but or maybe the database is not there yet. I mean the tables. Anyway, so what I'm gonna want, PHP artisan down. So the whole script you put it here will be executed inside your websites folder in your server. Done, and then git pull, and then pitch, and then let's run composer install -dev and PHP artisan migrate / force and PHP artisan then optimizer clear if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, and then PHP artisan up. So this will be my deployment. It's a bash script. It will be my deployment script and save. Done. And run deploy. So yes, this is my last commit from my repository. We'll wait for the deployment to be finished. Should be, yes, it's finished. We can see the logs here. You see it created the tables, and we have an error. Yes. See, I had a typo there. Optimizer was incorrect. You might say why this is not failed. This is an open discussion at the moment. You can join our Discord channel and maybe uh, join the conversation. But at the moment, Vito executes whatever is in the script. Yeah, the way that it handles the failures, if it exits one, but in this particular case, Vito doesn't watch for the exit code. It just makes sure that your commands are executed and finished. Maybe without checking if it's wrong, it's failed or succeeded, but it's an open discussion. Maybe we can discuss this and add this feature. Why not? We to use under deployment. Anyway, let's change this script and correct this, save, and deploy again. So it will run the deployment again from top of the deployment script we had. And when it's finished, we can open the website. Yes. All right. Yes, done. The website is there. Let's just simply register. Okay, there is a problem here. You see, something is wrong, and we can debug this. How? Yeah, let's just set the app debug true and deploy. Because you run the optimize, so it caches the deployment script. Sorry, it caches the configuration, so we will need to run it again to see what's up there. Uh, it's done. What is wrong here? We'll see that, yes, that's a problem. All right, so we haven't run the build command in our manifest. So, but anyway, I will just push the changes. Uh, let's just remove them from the build and add them and push them to the server. Yeah, this should work. If you want deployment, it should work. So our latest commit will be deployed now. You can anyway click on this and show, but my repository is private, so probably I'm not logged in this browser, so, but it will go to your commit. And yes, so the build is there, and now we can register and log in, right? So, oops, register and test. Just go sort, and we're in. All right. Yes. So we deployed our Laravel application. Simple and easy. So you can enable auto deployment also here to deploy it on any push. So we will just click the auto deployment is enabled. Now if I make any changes and deploy, let's just do it. Why not? All right. Let's just do a simple change. Dashboard and say new dashboard, whatever. Yeah. And let's push this dashboard and push. So it should start the deployment by default automatically. Yes, you see, it started deploying. So you push and it will start deploying. And done. Let's go here. Nice. All right, cool. Drop me questions or comments in the comment section. You can join our Slack community, our Discord community, which is getting bigger these days. And yeah, there is lots of channels to communicate. See you in the next one.